Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destiny. I'm Death from Above. Today we have a Legendary Max video for you on a gun that I've had for a long time, but I finally got a version that I actually think is pretty good. We're going to take a look at the Righteous VII New Monarchy Legendary Auto Rifle. Now, what I usually do on my Legendary Max videos is I will take a gun, either a Legendary or an Exotic sometimes in Destiny, look at its stats, base stats from Planet Destiny, then I will look at my weapon, the talents that I have on my specific version. We'll go over those, and then we'll go into some PvE and some PvP. I'll give gameplay, I'll give my thoughts on each, I'll give a random, not a random, but a score that doesn't mean anything. It's just kind of my personal impression of the gun, and it will be affected by the talents on my weapon. Then we'll talk about overall and just get into some of what you think about it. So let's get right into the Righteous VII auto rifle. It reads an Executor-issued auto rifle for the loyal supporters of the New Monarchy. I usually go into the flavor text or the name of the gun and talk about it, but all the New Monarchy weapons are named very similarly. There's something to do with the justice system or judicial or something. So Righteous VII, you know, you're found righteous or something. So loyal supporters of New Monarchy, they all say the same thing. Just plug in auto rifle or hand cannon or pulse rifle or something. And you're good to go. So if we take a look at the Righteous VII, the stats from Planet Destiny, rate of fire is 88, impacts 8, range is 17, stability 68, and reload 49. Aim assist is 63, equip speed 64, recoil direction 60, and zoom is 15. These are all pretty okay stats. It is the low end impact auto rifle, so it's kind of low impact, high rate of fire, but not the lowest impact, high rate of fire. It's kind of in the middle. It's not mid, it's not high, but it's kind of low to mid. So you don't have a huge magazine, but you're not spraying bullets everywhere. So it's decent. It's kind of the redheaded stepchild of the auto rifle family in that archetype. It is very comparable to the Zalo Supercell. It has the same rate of fire, the same impact, and very similar other stats. So if you want to compare it to something, get the Zalo Supercell, strip off the exotic behavior, and you've got the Righteous VII. Now, the Righteous VII is a gun that I was interested in because if we go look at Executor Hideo's New Monarchy Righteous VII that he has for sale at the vendor now after the April update, it has perfect balance, oiled frame, lightweight, reinforced barrel, and counterbalance. Now, reinforced barrel is good because you can get counterbalance and perfect balance on the gun, and those two stats will make up for the loss of stability to get that range perk. Now, mine is probably not as good as the vendor version, but I got this one to drop, and it dropped at 330 max light for this to drop. I got it out of a New Monarchy package, so mine has as far as sights go, the SLO 12 pop-up sight, the SPO 28 sight, which I actually really enjoy, but I don't like on this gun. And then we have the SRO 41, the kind of longer range threat evaluation scope that looks just looks silly. So I usually leave it on the pop-up sight because an auto rifle of this nature is not long range by any means. So mine has hammer forged, appended magazine, speed reload, a small bore, and persistence. So I got the range stat out pretty good, and I do have some decent stability with persistence and decent range with hammer forged. So it's very, very good. But if we compare it to just the stock vendor version, you see that the range and stability are a little bit better on mine, and the reload's better on the vendor version. But if you look at the vendor version, you can get those stability and range stats up even more than mine, and you're not gonna have to worry about it because it's got a counterbalance. So I would recommend, if you want this gun, get the vendor version. It's a very solid version. But let's talk about my version because that's the one I got, and the one I got is to drop. So we got hammer forged, small bore, and persistence. I'm gonna go right into the PvE and PvP performance because it is an auto rifle, and who doesn't love watching clips? So in PvE, it does all right. It's an auto rifle. It's not a heavy hitting auto rifle, and it's not the highest rate of fire. It's a solid performer. All auto rifles are solid performers. With the talents on mine, you can use it at a decent distance, and it's got good enough stability with small bore and persistence to where once you get on target, you'll stay on target, and you'll continue hitting the target wherever you want to hit the target. I like auto rifles. I like using auto rifles. I've gotten really used to the high rate of fire auto rifles. So using a slower rate of fire, higher impact, but not a really high impact is kind of an odd change. I can go from low to high impact, but going from low impact to a little bit higher impact is not, because I want that blazing speed, and I want to watch the health bar die, fade away. But it just doesn't grab me like the Arminius D or the Soul Seeker's Claw or the Doctrine of Passing do. And it just may need, mine was just missing something in PvE. Got the job done, but there's a lot of other guns that I would choose over this one. Now, if I had the vendor version, I don't know. The vendor version is really, really nice. So if you don't have a really good auto rifle, get that vendor, get that new Monarchy vendor version, and you'll be very happy with it in PvE. In PvP, it's just not. It's just, I don't know. It was enjoyable. I liked the SPO 28 sight. That's one of my favorite sights, but I put it on this gun, and I just couldn't make it work. For whatever reason, I could not make it work. It just didn't happen. I would get off track. There was one time where I was trying to hit a guy that was jumping in the air. I was literally spraying a circle around him, and I couldn't. It may just be me personally, but this archetype of gun in PvP, I'm not a fan of. Now, if you like this archetype, the low but not super low impact, this is a good gun. It's a very good gun, especially the vendor version or the one that I have with persistence. So any type of stability perk you can get on it is really going to help you in PvP. I love counterbalance. That's why I like the vendor version. If you get one with counterbalance, I like any auto rifle with counterbalance in PvP because the gun stays right there on the center. You just got to control the vertical movement. And so I really enjoy that. This gun, it has the makings to be good. It just wasn't. So I don't know. It's a little bit lackluster there, and it's not the fact that it's a bad gun. It's the fact that there are other better guns, and it's just so directly compared to all the other better guns. So in PvP, I'll give it a C+. In PvE, I'll give it a C+ as well. It's not amazing. The vendor version could be amazing. I know I keep talking about it, but it's because it's so readily available to anybody that's playing the game right now. They can pick up the vendor version, go to town with it. That would be my recommendation. If you're going to buy an auto rifle, buy that one or buy the Crucible one. But anyway, Righteous 7, good gun, not the greatest gun. It looks cool. I like having it. It may get some use. It may just sit in my vault. I don't know. We'll see. But what do you guys think? What do you think about the Righteous 7? Do you enjoy it? Do you use it a lot? Have you used it before? Did you even know it was here? So let me know your thoughts. What other guns do you want me to take a look at? Leave some comments below. I'll usually pick something from the comments if y'all have a burning desire to see it. So let me know what you think, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Until next time, don't forget to like if you've enjoyed it and subscribe. You know all the YouTube things. If you want to see more, hit that sub button. And I'll love you forever. Ever, ever, ever. So I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you later. See you, bye.